I was right about Shiba. Shiba gave me crazy returns. In this video, I'm doing a video on Shiba. As you can see on my previous video before the hype, I think months ago, I made a video saying I'm investing in Shiba. So you can definitely check that video out. And I broke down exactly why I'm gonna buy it. What was my entry point? What was my exit point? What was my strategy? I even came up with some data to justify my arguments of why I think it had potential to do it. Pretty much it turned out to be that it ended up being in my favor and I was kind of right. Now, from my assumptions and stuff like that, it seems like it may go higher than that. So as the recording this video, things are, relatively changing. My goal was if I got to 10x, I would definitely sell. I would sell probably most of my positions because with speculative things and things don't have real utility or I guess more intrinsic value, I normally don't hold them long, but I'm up so much now, I'll probably sell half or even sell maybe more than half and then kind of just cash in. So sometimes you make money just by taking risks. And like I said, this particular thing, I consider it more like a trade than an investment. Very speculative, high risk, high reward. So I wouldn't like dump your life savings in it. Any type of money you would do it, just kind of know it's very risky. It does give you the feeling of a gamble. So you kind of really got to watch it, especially if you're making money pretty quickly. You can definitely get in a lot of bad habits in the long run because a lot of times you start to get overconfident and don't realize that, hey, a lot of this stuff is based off of chance or events that may happen and not happen. And a lot of times it can just give you like a false premises of your investing, return, expectations of returns and all of that stuff. So it definitely, especially when you're seeing major gains, you really start to kind of not rely too much on the fundamentals and traditional investing simply because you're getting crazy returns. You're talking about, I think I put in probably about 600. The 600, if it 10x is turned to $6,000, the S&P average return is about 10%. So it can be very tempting, especially if you made a lot of money, to kind of disregard the fundamentals of investing. But the thing about investing is investing helps build long-term wealth. Whereas with these hype coins or speculative things, you can make a decent amount of money here and there. But if you're trying to really build wealth or being able to consistently make a lot of money, then that is when the investment, like I said, long-term. So you could, hit big or something like that, but being able to maintain generating a lot of money from that, the more you kind of keep doing the speculative stuff like that, a lot of times the odds will be, behind you. And it's fun and all, but it's a lot of times you can think about it's not really sustainable. It kind of really encourages a lot of bad behavior, more so gambling tendencies. So you can make a lot of money, but just be very careful and just know that the speculative one, the more speculative these coins get, the more it becomes a gamble. But the opportunity is out there for major gains. You cannot deny that. And you kind of have to take these meme coins a little bit more seriously because we're seeing, this is the second one. I said about Dogecoin, was right about that, and Shiba. So I'm 2 for 2. Not to brag or anything like that, but it does have potential. And yes, you're right. A lot of it was chance. A lot of it was a lot of speculation, but it turned out to be right. Now, it could have turned out to be wrong. Maybe bets on the coins could be a total flop. So that's why in the video I said it's speculation. I'm just saying, oh, what's the probability? So I'm looking at the upside and the downside. And if I like the upside, I'll invest. If I don't, not invest. But I like to think about it more of a trade for me. A short-term position, like I keep maybe less than a year or something like that. It's a trade position. So I'm not really thinking about it to hold on to a lot of these speculative coins long-term, but I'm holding it until I see a decent return. But let's check out my Shiba account to actually see it. I initially said it was $230. I increased it slowly with the dollar cost average. So I put about $682. I'll show it up on one screen, Voyager, and this is the other one. This is crypto.com. You kind of have to take my word on it, but I put $282. I'll probably let you kind of scroll it up so you can kind of see where it is now. I I can actually show it, but as of the account right now, I'm up 1000%, 10x return. See what I'm saying? A lot of these gains are major. It haven't even made it to Robinhood. Me personally, if I'm using this, and I'm kind of doing a little strategic, doing a little planning yards, statistics and stuff like that. But I know for a fact that this is more, I think of it more as a trade than an investment. But yeah, so Shiba coin, I crushed it. I was right. If I see any other coins, I'll do my explanation of why I think it can happen. And once again, I want you to let you know a lot of this based is on luck. So it's not like I'm a super genius. I just seen some things that could possibly happen. Looked at the numbers, look at the possibility of it happening. Look at the downside. Okay, if I'm completely wrong, what I'll get, whether I go to zero or I'm right, or the likelihood of have it got there before. So it's like a little chance thing, and I'm just kind of trying to increase my odds and stuff like that. So a lot of times it does come down to luck and chance, but a lot of times on some of these coins, if you can catch them early, when there's before the traction and all the hype, you kind of make a bet here, bet here, bet here, can kind of actually turn out well. That's what we've seen so far. So just because that happens now it could be that a lot of these meme coins go to zero or trash, or a lot of them don't really have a real great utility, and like long term I think most of the smaller coins will be wiped out, and I think it's probably going to be in the top 10. It's going to be at the top, maybe top 15, and all the rest of them is going to kind of be worthless. But you can't, and I'm sorry to say, but you gotta take this meme coin investing seriously. Like, you're getting a lot of gains that you cannot get anywhere else. Whether it's speculative or not, you can't deny that. Like, if you would have invested a couple hundred or 1,000 in Dogecoin, you'd have like $200,000 or something. These numbers are crazy. The thing about the crypto market is it did give you a lot of opportunities that wasn't there before. A lot of stuff isn't regulated, so a lot of big institutions couldn't really move the way they want. And like I said, and even with these smaller market caps, because it's not regulated, you can have individuals that can push the price up itself. Some of these coins, are just only have $1 million market cap, so you can have a millionaire double it. I'm kind of just talking, and I'm trying to make this video ahead of time, so some of the numbers that I might end up seeing may be, off. Now, the recording of this video, Shiba's at 30 billion, so to turn the 600 to 6,000, so that's pretty nice. Who knows, could go higher than that. That's the thing, you never know about these meme coins. They just kind of have a gain of its own, mind of its own. Hey guys, we're gonna look in my Voyager account. As you can see, I'm up over 1,000%. This fluctuates a lot, but at the recording of this video, this is where it is. It could instantly change, it can drop a lot, but I definitely wanted to show you, had to make this video. Let's check out the history. Most of the purchases, as you can see, was in July. So I put a good amount in July, and I did put small amounts, but the majority of it was in July. Now, as we can also see in the crypto, I'm going to have to blank that out, but as you can see for the Shiba coin and crypto.com, what we have to do is we'll click the wallet so you guys can end up seeing. But as you can see, it's 2,000 as far as the amount. I have 28 million. It's worth $2,298. This journey is kind of crazy. I've never even seen this high recording the video. But as you can see, I put small amounts, like I said, small amounts when I didn't really see it moving. I seen it have a lot of opportunities. So I just put small amounts, and it looks like I made a good pick and it came out good. But so this is what it is right now. But that concludes our stock talk. Tell me what you think about the Shiba coin, and what do you think about my pick. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, and you make sure you subscribe to my channel.